Next, on HBO. Five prehistoric pals must embark on an adventure to find the legendary Great Valley in this animated classic, The Land Before Time. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. Bill Cosby is a workaholic widower who was about to land the deal, and he became a ghost wilder and more than ever, ghost dad. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. Everyone his father knows best. He's the one that he is the executive businessman. Jack Lemmon and Ted Danson star in Dad. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. A brave mice becomes a new adventure in this whole wide world of the scene. In this animated adventure, an American tale. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. A brave young mouse and his family seek fortune and new frontiers in the animated sequel. An American tale, Evil Goes West. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. A man as a team baseball player sees a vision of a baseball diamond in the cornfield. Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. The Parenthood getting together with the long-life children onto themselves. Steve Martin and Rick Moranis star in Parenthood. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. The shark tears up again until he eats people alive, then it ends up dead and getting it down. Lorraine Gary stars in Jaws, The Revenge. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. More true women have more than here than a man for truth to win. Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, and Bruce Willis. Death becomes her. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. Cons and ex-criminals became a rating content from under an assumed identify. Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn, Bird on a Wire. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. An inspired woman has the based on the experiences of the particularly talented ones in the class. Shirley MacLaine is Madame Susatska. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. The children of the sleepy coastal town of Midwich in Marin County. Christopher Reeve and Linda Kozlowski star in Village of the Damned. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. A dim-witted, childish, and spoiled 27-year-old heir to Hotels for Afterlife until it's straightened out. Adam Sandler stars in Billy Madison. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. A battle-hardened Marine joins a Madison preparatory school with originally boys. Damon Wayans stars in Major Payne. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. A LAPD cop came in the kindergarten school and meets the students before the criminal cons came after. Arnold Schwarzenegger is Kindergarten Cop. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. The families is getting going to the plant as they prepare for a vacation time. They set up arrangements on the adjoining Jestons, the movie. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. Dennis Quaid is the knight who becomes a dragon slayer and then allies with Draco, and it turns with Draglord, Dragonheart. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. A teen accidentally zooms back to 1950s. Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd star in Back to the Future. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. Michael J. Fox goes back to 1955 to recover a sports ultimate that negatively. Back to the Future Part 2. Next, on HBO. Next, on HBO. Michael J. Fox revs up the DeLorean one last to save in the Wild West in the conclusion of Back to the Future Part 3. Next, on HBO.